Welcome to the Mountain Magnolia Show, where your host, Mary Noble Braden, will introduce you to Swannanoa Valley's most interesting and most iconic individuals.
Let's give 'em something to talk about.
Hello to all you beautiful people out there. This is Mary Noble Braden from the Mountain Magnolia Radio Show. I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for listening to our show and remind y'all our focus here is to reveal the heart and soul of our community here in Western North Carolina. And before we start the show, I love to share a quote or just a magnolia moment that opens our hearts. And these days, how I do it is I usually bring a book or two. I'm not planning, and it just kind of presents itself. So let's see what's going to present itself today. It says, I release attachments to all objects, status, people, institution. I gain by losing and I lose by gaining. That's a good one. And this is, again, the living the wisdom of the Tao, the complete Tao Te Ching and affirmations from Dr. Wayne Dyer. It does have a explanation, but I'm going to just end at that right there. So again, I release attachment to all objects, status, people, and institutions. I gain by losing and I lose by gaining. Lovely. All right. Well, guys, I'm so excited to share our guest today. I think I've told y'all before, I'll just be walking down the street and see someone or meet a new person. And that's what happened about a month ago. I was at church and I just heard the most beautiful music and it opened my heart. I was crying because her voice is so beautiful and she moves with her singing. So, Rhoda Weaver, thank you so much for coming to the Mountain Magnolia Show.
Thank you for having me.
You are a true inspiration. I've gotten to know you just a little bit over the last month, and when you are on stage, man, I mean, you really can open the hearts. So
Thank you.
I want to dive into your story and share it with everybody.
Okay.
Well, tell us first how you got to Western North Carolina.
Well, I was born here in Mission Hospital 53 years ago.
Wow.
My mama used to tell me that she still owed Mission for me. So, but we moved pretty early on, maybe when I was around 3 years old. And we kind of bounced around a little bit. My mom was young. She was traveling with some friends and just not sure where she was going to be at first. When we first moved to Boston, we moved there to stay with my aunt and got our own place. And we were there briefly. My mother was not crazy about the area. And then that's when we bounced around a little bit after leaving Boston. And we ended up in Detroit, Michigan for several years and then came back to North Carolina, but the eastern part of the state, Lumberton, North Carolina. So
Okay.
I grew up there, I guess, my formative years, and moved back to Asheville in 93.
Nice. So you've been here for a while.
Yes.
Well, was your mom into music as well, like you are?
My mother loved to sing, and she had a beautiful voice. She was a tenor, and she used to sing in choir in school, and she was a minister, and so she loved singing.
I love that. And so really that's that is where you got the gifts originally from.
I would say so. My dad sang, and I never heard him sing, but I was told he sang in a group when he was younger. But that my grandfather's side of the family, lots of my aunts, uncles, cousins sing and have beautiful voices. So
And they live here in the area?
they live in Lumberton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that. So when family gets together, there's going to be some singing going on.
Oh yes, my my oldest daughter. Well, both of my daughters sing, but my youngest daughter, she is 18. She's still trying to find her voice. She does sing and she has a beautiful voice, but she's kind of uncertain about singing. It's not something that just comes natural for her. She just started getting brave enough to sing at karaoke in the last year and a half, 2 years. But my oldest daughter, she's been singing for years. I used to busk in downtown Asheville, a street performing.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what it
And
is.
so I did that for like 7, 8 years. And I would always go somewhere where somebody knew me from singing downtown because they're like, "You're that lady I heard from 2 blocks away." But my daughter was the one who encouraged me to do that. And so she went with me all the time. And I guess just her exposure to music every time we went to sing. So now her, like, her, trying to think of the word, this, not her style, but just the kinds of music that she likes are from one end of the spectrum to the other. She likes everything from Patsy Cline to, you know, the girl groups, some rap.
She has a very, how do you say it? When you eat
eclectic taste in music. Yes.
She has an assortment of likes, which is
Yes,
great.
yes.
You know,
Her voice is absolutely amazing.
you should have brought her on the show today too.
Well, she works a lot, and so she's at work, but she does, she has a TikTok channel, and so she will post some of her music on there. She writes. She taught herself to play the keyboard, and so a lot of her songs that she writes, she will perform on her TikTok channel and play, and
I love
she's
that.
just,
I'll have to share it on Facebook when I do a story.
oh, she's so amazing. Like I said, I mean, the whole family, when we go to karaoke, we're all sitting there in awe of her. She thinks we're lame for it, but
Isn't it amazing how much our children teach us?
yes, yes.
It
It
really-
makes me proud that I took my daughters to work, you know. So
That's
I
wonderful.
don't know if she would have the same love for music if, we hadn't had that experience. I don't know, but I'm
Yeah.
glad that she does.
Well, it's beautiful. Well, tell me about yourself. So you are in a band called Rhoda and the Risers, right?
Yes.
And so let's talk about Rhoda and the Risers. How did it come about? How did you start this band?
In Black Mountain, actually.
Wow.
We were playing. Bob from Whitehorse had reached out to me because I played there, did a lot of their benefits, and had like sat in with other performers, and had played there with my previous band. And so Bob had reached out to me about doing a show around, I want to say, New Year's. And I had been dealing with a diagnosis of nerve damage that paralyzed my vocal cords and polyps. And so that was like, I guess it's been about 8 years ago now.
Okay.
And so I had to take vocal rest for a long time. I was told that I had to stop busking completely. And it was, I mean, I still struggle, 8 years later. The nerve damage is not detectable, or at least the last time I had a checkup, which was maybe about 2 years ago. The nerve damage is not detectable anymore, but it did leave like some residual things and makes it's not effortless for me to sing now. So I work hard at it, whereas
Right.
it didn't used to be that way, and it could be kind of stressful for me because I would like to be able to do the things with my voice that I used to
Well,
without
and
issue.
maybe you'll get
but
there. You know, like
I, I have
sometimes,
hope. I do.
yeah.
And I didn't at the time. But so when Bob asked me, I wasn't certain about saying yes, but I was being brave and said yes because I wanted to do it. And I had had some, I had had some gigs or not even, I wasn't doing anything regularly at the time, but the few things that I had done had gone well. And so I was just rolling off of that and feeling like,
You're
we're
putting it
just,
out there.
yeah,
Putting it out
I'm
there.
just going to go have fun and hopefully everything will work out. And so that's the way I looked at it. And it was a good night. And my voice was strong. And we had the bass player was Michael Philippone. Artemis Pyle was playing drums, and Marcel Anton was playing lead guitar. And we all played like we had played together forever. I think I had done some things with Artemis before, and
And
I'm
this was
not
at the
sure.
White Horse on New Year's in
Yes,
January.
it was around New Year's. I'm not sure what year exactly
Oh,
it
okay.
was. Yeah,
I feel like I might have been there.
yeah, it was, like I said, it was at least maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
And
So that's where your band started, Rhoda and the Risers. Are y'all still playing today?
we are not that whole
Group.
lineup because Artemis, of course, has his own thing and travels, and Marcel travels as well. But me and Michael have been like the two staples in the band, and we rotate guitarists and drummers, and sometimes have a keyboardist. But we work well together. We always get quality people, just wonderful musicians that play with us, and we just try to have fun every time we
Yeah,
get on stage. And it's been like one of the best band experiences I've had.
that's beautiful. Do you play at weddings or at events?
We love to do that. Definitely have not played enough weddings. Weddings are fun.
Okay. Well, that's why you're on the show, is
Yeah,
to get your word out here.
we love playing weddings.
Okay. Well, I saw that you had a Facebook page, so I'm going to make sure that we connect and let people know how they can find you. So, what type of music would you say that you like to play or perform?
We normally do like Motown, soul, funk music. We do, we do some pop, some country, just but those are like scattered in between the Motown and the soul, the funk music, because that's mainly what we do. But we just try to do songs that are fun, songs that are just some songs that are timeless, you
Yeah.
know.
What speaks to your heart? Like, what type of music or song speaks to your heart? When you're performing it, you don't have to tell me what song. You just the type of music if you want to.
For me, I love performing ballads, and when I used to like be on the karaoke contest circuit, always some power ballad, and it's like, if you want to leave there with some money, you had to choose the right song. So it was always a good power ballad for me. But I grew up wanting to sing those songs and not having anywhere to sing them because I grew up in a little small town, very religious, and religious parents. So kind of everything was a sin, and even though listening to songs now that from Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey from back in the 80s, and you know that they're just beautiful songs, and you wouldn't think anything of it. But at the time, I was prohibited from
may,
singing them.
you may not sing those songs.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I grew up in a very similar. I'm learning to relearn things though,
Yes.
and realize how beautiful life's lessons are, and
Yes.
that we're all God's children, and we're just the perfect the way we are.
Yes.
I mean, of course, to an extent, and as long as we are being kind to each
Yes.
other, So, well, yeah, it sounds like you definitely had a childhood full of music and connection with your mom.
Yeah. I still love singing gospel, because growing up in church, definitely. That's one reason when I was busking I actually have started busking again in the last year. So I actually am still out there a lot of times. And
that
so
would be
folks,
downtown Asheville?
I did for the first time in a very long time sing in downtown Asheville about 2 weeks ago.
I love it.
And it went well. I was kind of excited because I had been busking mainly in front of like Earth Fair or either one of the Whole Food locations because that's normally where a lot of buskers are, like throughout the week. But on the weekend, a lot of people are downtown. And when I tried to busk downtown, like maybe it's been a while ago, but when I had tried, there were just so many people that had amplification and people just kind of in closer in space. And me being a powerful singer, I don't want to set up somewhere and sing over top of someone. But then now that a lot of people have amplification and I don't, and it's just still me and my tambourine, then it's a little harder for me when, they're kind of drowning me out. And
Right.
so there was, like nowhere for me to be. And I didn't really continue to try. But my daughter works at the cookie shop downtown. And so I had to take her to work one day. And I'm like, I'm just going to try it, see how it goes. And I set up a little later than some of the other buskers. And that seems to work is, when you don't set up around the same time as everybody else. And
I love how you're spontaneous about it.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'm gonna make something happen.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I really want to dive into some more, but I wanted to take not really a break. See if you're ready to sing a song and show the world just how beautiful your voice is. Are you? Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Do you want to? Because I know this is a tight room. Do you want to sit over here so you have some more room?
No, I think
Are you
I'm
okay?
fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll choose something that is just on your heart and what you want to share.
Okay. Let's see. And I did try to think about this, so y'all bear
It's
with me.
okay. You take as much time as you need.
Shattered, but I'm not broken. Wounded, but time will heal. Heavy the load, the cross I bear. Lonely the road I tried, I dare. Shaken, but here I stand, weary still I press on. Long are the nights, the tears I cry. Dark are the days, no sun in the sky. Yet still I rise, never to give up, never to give in against all odds. Yet still I rise, high above the clouds. At times I feel low, but yet I rise. Thank you.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. You have this voice that really just opens the heart up. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Well, so far we talked about you growing up, well, being born here in Asheville and then moving several places with your mom, and then we talked about your band, Rhoda and the Risers, and how y'all love to do weddings, festivals. Do you ever play at festivals?
We do. We are actually playing at the Black Mountain Blues Festival
Oh, yay!
in September.
Okay,
I think we are Friday the 26th and the 4:30 slot, I believe.
okay. That's wonderful. I'll make sure we talk about that. And I know you play at churches as well.
Yeah.
Oh, solo. You do some solo stuff as well?
Yes.
Good. And I want to hear about this karaoke that you do. Where's that?
At just random places.
Okay.
It's not the when I first moved here, karaoke was a whole lot more, I guess, happening than it is now. Now sometimes it can be hard to find a show, but back in the day, karaoke was going on just about every night of the week, and there was like this whole karaoke culture. There was this group of us who we saw each other at every contest, and we were very competitive. It's like we took it seriously, and sometimes there was like
And
a
you-
lot of money on the line.
And your kids did it with you.
No, not at the time.
Okay.
No, it was just my husband is like my biggest fan. He thinks that he thinks that I'm pretty awesome,
And you are.
and so
He's right.
he was always very proud to to find a show somewhere for us to go, and we would go to places in Greenville, which we still do, like places in Greenville. We go to a show out in Maggie Valley. Is it Maggie Valley, Waynesville area? A place called Legends.
Okay.
They have a really good crowd there for karaoke, and my band has played there before. So, it's just whenever we have the time. My husband has cancer, and when he was first diagnosed, maybe about 2 years ago, just, he wanted to be surrounded by family, and we have 5 kids that live here in town, and at the time 2 of the boys were going through some things and needed to move back home, and so we were living in an apartment at the time, and so when the boys came back home, there just wasn't enough room. And with my husband's diagnosis and everything, he, wanted for us to do like the multi-generational home that we had talked about so often when my mom was alive. And so, all of our kids ended up moving in with us. We found a house big enough, and
Beautiful.
so, we go to karaoke, those of us that sing and enjoy karaoke. So there's always at least 4 or 5 of us that go, and we just try to have a good time and just make memories.
You're all showing up for each other.
Yeah.
That's what family's about.
Yeah.
Does your husband sing?
No, not at all. He
He's your
he has a
cheerleader.
nice voice, but he has a difficult time like staying on key, and but he's not one of those people that doesn't know that. It's like he knows his limitations when it comes to those things, because there's always people, especially at a karaoke show, that they don't know that they're not the greatest singer. But they have a good time. But my husband is one of those kinds of people where he's not willing to get up there and embarrass himself just to have a good time.
Well, those other
he
people,
just likes
they
to
don't
watch
know any
us.
better.
Yeah.
They think they're good.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes,
And I admire them because they're having a good time. And
Yeah.
it's usually the people who might not have the greatest voice, but they're having fun and they've got stage presence for days. And it's like, I wish I had your confidence and your stage presence.
well, what do they say? It's your state of mind.
Yeah.
If you believe something, it's probably going to happen,
Exactly.
good or bad.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like your husband is your best cheerleader, and I understand. I think I have a pretty good voice, but I can't stay in tune.
Yeah. It's hard
You
for
wouldn't
some
want me
people.
You wouldn't want me to sing.
I think if I hadn't grown up singing in churches without music a lot of times, that I definitely wouldn't be able to busk with, just a cappella.
Yeah.
Because some people, when they sing a cappella, they do have a difficult time staying on key.
Well, where can the audience find you besides Facebook? Are you on Spotify?
No, I'm not. I because of what I had or have been going through vocally. Like we had a Facebook page some years ago, not long after we first formed, because, like I said, when we played at the White Horse that night, it went really well, and lots of people were saying, you guys should play together all the time. And so Bob reached out to me about, y'all should start a band. And then Michael, the bass player, talked to him and talked to his partner at the time. And then she reached out to me and was saying, hey, we have some gigs lined up. If you guys really want to move ahead with this band thing. And so, and then we did, and went from there. But we had a page at the time, but because I have had to take breaks like I do, we didn't keep the page up because I guess I just didn't feel like it was necessary with the limited amount of playing that I was doing. So
You're starting at the Black Mountain Blues Festival, so it's time to do some posting.
I definitely have to start at least a new page because
Or you can you can keep the same one, and I'm just here to tell the audience, you guys are. I will have information on Facebook, how to reach Rhoda and the Risers, and also we will put the dates at the Black Mountain Blues Festivals that you'll be at, and I hope this will be an encouragement for you to start Spotify, and I'm here to help you with that as well.
Yeah, I'm not great at promotion and all of that stuff. That it's been like
That's why you're here.
That has not been my strong suit over the years. Like
That's
some of
okay.
my musician friends, they are They are wonderful. I mean,
I bet your kids are good at it too.
they have mentioned that they could help me, but then when you actually try to pin one of them down to do it, that's the thing,
Well, maybe you.
They know how to do everything according to them, but then it's like, okay, do it.
I love networking, so I'm gonna do some networking for you.
Okay.
Well,
And we are also playing at Hickory Tavern
okay.
August 29th. And I think the show starts at 8:30. I believe it is between 8:30.
And that is that in Asheville or Hickory?
No, that is Asheville at the Biltmore Park Hickory Tavern.
Okay. Awesome. That's great. And so it'll be Rhoda and the Risers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that because it's our first time playing there. I think, they just started doing music there or something. I believe. I'm not sure. My husband actually spoke with the manager and, kind of went.
He set it up.
Yes, like I said, he believes in me.
Yeah, I do too. I believe in you. I think that you are a beautiful soul and that you have a true gift. And I really appreciate you coming on the show and opening up and sharing with everybody all your gifts, because you have some amazing gifts.
Thank
you. So, if you don't have anything else to share, I would like to ask you the last question. But if you do have something to share, please let me know.
I don't know. I can't think of anything in particular at the moment.
All right. Well, I'm going to post all your information again on Facebook, and we're going to get people out to your shows. So the last question we usually ask our guests is, we would love for you to share one thing with the audience that has changed your life for the better. And you could sing it if you wanted.
Let's see. I guess I would say that would be my my children.
Beautiful.
Because I still learn from them every day, and I wear a lot of different hats. I do a lot of different things, but I do. I guess I push myself because of having a family and just wanting to make sure that my family is okay. And I know that if I didn't have them, if I don't know, I just think I'd be a very different person without them. But I guess that's most mothers, at least. You kind of lose yourself sometimes, in your children, your spouse. I'm still an individual, but my family is just such a big part of me, and I think they've definitely changed my life for the better.
That's wonderful. And you've got grandbabies as well.
I do. I have grandbabies.
How many?
That live here. I have a 9-year-old granddaughter, and a 7-month-old grandson, and he is starting to crawl. He is so precious. But then I have 4 grandsons they are in South Dakota right now. My oldest stepson, he is a sergeant in the Marine Corps, and so he has 4 boys, and we don't get to see them that often. They've been stationed in Oceanside, California for years, and then they were just in Japan, and now they're in South Dakota.
World travelers.
Yes, and so we
Well,
haven't
good
seen
thing for
them.
FaceTime, right?
Yes, we're very thankful for FaceTime.
Oh, well, your story is one that really touches the heart, and I'm looking forward to continuing to get to know you better.
Oh, I did forget to mention that I also do a transportation service, and so I do mainly airport transportation.
Okay.
So if
I want to hear about it. Let's talk about
Yes.
it. Okay. So airport transportation, how can, if people need a ride to and from the airport, how can they reach you?
People on Facebook a lot of times will reach out through Messenger, and then other people get my number and just call or text.
Okay.
And
Do you want me to, would you like to tell people your number, or would you like to for me to put it on Facebook?
you can tell them, I guess.
Okay.
That's fine.
So what's your phone number they can reach you at for a ride?
It's 828
Okay.
702 6663. And the Hampton here in Black Mountain had my name as one of the options for transportation for a while, and a lot of times people that stay there will reach out. But
Well, if you want Rhoda to pick you up from the airport, she can also sing you some good blues. What a mixture, huh?
hey, I started doing DoorDash again too, so I do some of everything.
Yeah. Well, I know you have a lot to take care of.
Yeah, you see me singing, delivering, driving. You know, I might sing to you while I drive you if you're nice. So.
That's a good one. Well, you keep up the good work, and I can't wait to put really a great. Sorry, I'm about to mess up. I can't wait to share with the world your beautiful music and all the things that you have going on.
Thank you.
And so thank you so much for coming and sharing your story and opening up and revealing the heart and soul, because that's what people like you do in our community. You guys are the heart and soul.
Thank you.
So, well, guys, I hope everyone has a wonderful week this week, and thanks for listening to the Mountain Magnolia Show. Remember to like us on Facebook. We're also now on Instagram, as well as Spotify and all the other platforms. So we're going big time, huh?
We really are.
And I think this is episode 55. So keep on listening. If anybody has any suggestions or they have someone out you'd like me to interview, give me a call or messenger me on Facebook. All right, guys, have a beautiful week. Till next time, thank you again, Rhoda.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for Mountain Magnolias with your hosts, Mary Noble Braden and Leanne Lewis. Join us next time for more interesting stories from the Swannanoa's most interesting people as we give you something to talk about.
Let's give 'em something to talk
Mountain Magnolias is a production of Noble & Company Realty in Black Mountain. For more information, please call them at 828-357-5243. 828-357-5243.